All right, so this morning I get up, I check on the news, and they're seriously concerned up in Boston, in the New York area, because a guy has been infected with the measles. Now they have had over 400 cases of measles, which is highly contagious. All right, and with these measles, I think they said it's in 18 different states now, and it's an airborne disease. Now you think about that for a second. For years and years and years, and I've had people tell, well, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. For years and years and years, I've sit up there and I've watched people in this area that I'm in. All right, in this area that I'm in, they commute to go to work in the city, an hour, hour and a half, then they turn around and they drive right back to this country. Now even the country, which was a very rural area where I lived at, when you look at it now, you can't say that it's too rural right now because people are not intelligent. I don't think that the adults did a good job informing the children, or either the children is just so influenced by the social media that they become extremely rebellious. But back to the measles here for a second. Listen, in the country, in the rural areas is where you want to be, especially if things start going down. And I mean, I'm telling you, it's where you want to be. You don't want to get out there and fool around with these people in these population centers stacked up like sardines. And I realize that some of you are there, and it's going to take you a little time because some of you just now are listening to Pastor Dow. And I understand it's going to take you a little bit of time before you can actually get it and grasp it. What I'm talking about, what I've been saying. You know, I got a lot of people on this internet. They mock me, they jeer me, they deride me, they chide me. When they first heard me, it was a revelation. After they got offended from accusing and slandering and jumping on the bandwagon of people who don't even know me and laying all these things to my charge that I don't know, now they hate me. And so what do? They put their hand to the plow, then they turn around and they look back. And when they look back, they go and return to the same thing that they came from. As if the word is in it, it doesn't change. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is this is the year, and it should have been right now. You should have been focusing on yourselves. Again, I'm going to reiterate it. The government is not interested in you. The government is not interested in helping you. All right? They're not. They're just simply not. Our government has proved it time and time again. See, what happens is that you'll get the government, they'll get out there and grandstand on one of these mainstream news medias about something that they did for somebody. And they did it for that one person, but then you got the other 99,000 something people that's still neglected and still waiting. It's bad in America. It's extremely bad in America. Now all the homeless people are moving into the subways in New York. People's livelihood is bad. You don't have no relatives you can stack up with or nothing like that, as far as because can't nobody get along. And I get it. I get the plight. I get everything that's going on. But what I'm saying is, you know, the only solution that they're going to have to everything that goes on in the near future is the jab. Everything. That's the only solution they're going to have. The only solution that they're ever going to have. And sooner or later, you got to wake up to the fact of this stuff, that something is gravely wrong. And going back to the old paths, the old ways, and living simple, I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with it whatsoever at all. I'm a very disciplined man. I've been young and now I'm getting old. I've been a very disciplined man in my life, and because of being a disciplined man, I've accomplished a lot. And still hoping and seeking to accomplish more. I've helped out a lot of people and still hoping to seek to help out more. But the one thing I can't do is I can't do it for you. I can't do it for you. I can give you information. I can give you guidance on what you need to do, because I'm not going to tell you to do something that I haven't already done myself. I'm not going to do that. I would be a hypocrite then, wouldn't I? A stage playing, lazy, fat hypocrite if I did something like that, wouldn't I? And I'm not going to expect more out of you than you're capable of producing yourself. You have got to be your own litmus test. You have got to be your own motivation. You are the one that's going to have to determine that you're going to change your mind, because the mind that you possess right now is just simply ain't working. It ain't working. It's not bringing any benefit. It's not bringing any glory. It's not bringing any lasting change that will bring about peace in your life. And as I was saying earlier before I finish this video, it's sad when I sit up here and I look all these farms. When I came up here, of course, the main crop they were growing was tobacco and corn and soybean. Man, there's nothing planted up here no more. Nothing. Greenhouses sitting empty. Nothing planted at all anymore. Just zero, just nada. Nobody has any corn. No tobacco is being planted. No soybean. No nothing is being planted. All of the plots of land that used to be farmland, the old guard has done died off, moved off, and the young people have done left the country because they're not about to get out here in these fields, drive no tractor, and get out here and do all this stuff. No. They're going to the city where everything is at your fingertips. And they've sold off the land and they're making some money. And they don't understand that when they sell off that land, you go live in that city, to go live in an apartment or buy a home down there, you're going to pay triple the amount, and you're going to take the money that somebody else got off their sweat equity, your forefathers, and you're going to give it into the hands of somebody else. And now you got them putting up, they putting up hundreds of spec homes up here. I mean, and they throw these homes up in less than a month. And you know good and damn well that if a home is built in a month, man, think about what kind of home that is. But they're throwing these spec homes up in a month, man. It's keeping some group of people gainfully employed. But man, all it takes is just one good strong wind. And you better make sure you have some type of, up here, you better have some type of tornado insurance. Because I'm telling you, man, these things are going bye-bye. They are going bye-bye. But who's out here speaking like this? Who's talking like that? You know, I've been down in the Caribbean a lot. And the one thing I see those people do, no matter how long it takes, all right, is they build their homes out of concrete. Now, the way that they do it over there is they'll build their homes out of concrete, block, core fillet, rebar, and once they get the main room done, they'll leave rebar sticking up out of the top or out of the sides for the additional room or top loft. And they'll build as they go to add to it. And no matter how many times up here in the northern hemisphere that we hear about the hurricanes, the 3 or 4 or 5 a year that goes through those places, and sometimes when you go down, you can see the remnants of it. You can see, if you've been in one place, geographical location, you can tell that the beach, the waterfront is more and the beach is less.